Hey everybody, what's up? And welcome to episode number 143 of the Unknown Games Podcast. I'm your host, Adrian, and join with me today, as always, the duck with the most, Alex, the game duck.
Hi, I'm Alex.
How's it going, man? How's life?
It's good. It's chill.
So like, how's life since last week? I mean, honestly, we do this every week. I sometimes it slips my mind, like, you know, we got another show coming up. We got another show. We got another one.
Yeah. How's it been in the last week? I don't know. I guess it's the middle of the summer, kind of like summer season. So it's like summer break and summer weather and that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
it's been hot. It's so hot. Like it's humid. It's so humid recently.
So like in Japan, we had a typhoon that came over the weekend, and it was like cool. You know, I mean, that's the cool thing. The nice thing about typhoons, I guess, it either brings like humid, like crappy weather in terms, or it'll like cool it down and it's not humid. And this was like cool, not humid weather. But you know, after that just means that we're gonna get the crappy, humid weather.
Yeah. So on Saturday, which is when it hit Tokyo, it was relatively cool, I think, as it was blowing wind and everything.
Yeah.
And then like on Sunday, yesterday, like I went out and I didn't think it was that hot, but it was hot. Like it was so humid yesterday.
I feel it in my apartment, and anytime it's just like it feels like, I don't know, it just feels bad in my apartment sometimes, and I have like the fan running, I have the AC running. I'm like, it's hot outside.
Yeah.
Like
I remember yesterday I was like, oh, it's gonna be fine. I think it's still kind of cool from the typhoon. But as I was coming home in the evening, I mean, completely like sunset, dark, and it was still like hot.
Still
I was
that
like,
hot. Yeah,
it was really gross. And you can like feel it in your neck and your arms and stuff.
It's the
felt super gross. Yeah.
Summer
You know when
weather.
you what's the inside of your elbow called? Like this part here.
I don't know what that's called.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
But,
really
like,
don't actually know what that's called.
I don't know. The inside of your elbow bowl, you know, where they take your blood sample, I guess. But when I was on the way home, I was holding my phone. When you hold your phone, you bend your arm, right? Naturally. This part was here. This was just collecting like sweat, and it felt so bad. Yeah, it felt so bad. I was trying to hold my phone. I was like, oh man.
I'm getting like the weirdest definitions online right now. What is this slang here called the weenus? Like
the weenus is the outside, I believe.
The weenus is the outside. Okay, so then
And that's actually not a slang.
Not
that's
a slang?
legitimate.
That's
legitimately what it's called. Yeah.
the weenus is a real thing.
It is a slang. Oh, I thought it was the actual fucking word for it.
Merriam, the Webster Dictionary does have it under there, so I mean, it could have been.
Okay, I guess it
mix-up.
is slang. I was convinced somehow that was the actual word for the skin of your elbow. But anyways, it's called the olecranal skin.
Why does the elbow part sound so wacky, like so disgusting? Is that just?
But anyways, yeah, the weenus is on the outside. As for the inside, I'm not quite sure.
Well, yeah. So if you're coming to Japan in any type of summer, just beware. You're gonna get some humidity, lots of it.
Yeah, you want to come.
Not in summer.
Even if you can.
Summer.
I don't know. Tourism is still closed to Japan, right?
It's still. I think it's open. It should be open.
In terms of groups, though, groups can come, right?
It's probably still those groups. But I have to imagine that they're going to be loosening it after whatever this wave is, because we're getting the opposite, right? Like we didn't have this huge thing of COVID at the very start. Now we're getting that now. Like it's now the numbers are kind of stupid.
We're in the middle of another wave or whatever.
Yeah. But anyways, we're a video game show, everyone. But we do live here in Japan, and We do talk about both of these type of issues. So definitely go ahead, and if you're listening on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Podcasts, any of those services, give us a 4 to 5 star rating. I'm not even dipping down to 3 this time. Give us 4 or 5. Say why you like the show. We love to hear. And also go ahead, and if you would like to see our beautiful faces, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Unknown Games Podcast. And for anyone who's watching live, thanks for tuning in. We try to make it worth it. I mean, you get to see what we're talking about, number one, and you can actually see our reactions. And sometimes it's actually more than not, it's worth it, actually. Lots of actuallys there. Yeah. But anyways, moving into today's agenda, so last week we had our initial thoughts on Stray, and then this week we're gonna just give a mini review, or we're gonna wrap it up because we both finished up Stray, and then after that we've got a little bit of Apex Legends. Season 14 just started, Hunted, and we've got the new legend, Vantage, who is out changing the game up or not changing the game up depending on who you talk to. And then after that, a little bit of news. So let's hop on into it. Yeah. So you stream on Twitch, and you're streaming. Well, you were streaming Stray. Now you're done with Stray.
Yeah, I finished last week. I finished on Friday, actually. I usually stream Tuesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
You can follow me, by the way, at twitch.tv/read24. But I usually stream on Tuesday, Thursday. But last week, I just didn't stream on Thursday. I just forgot to stream.
I was watching for your stream, and then I was like, oh, I guess he just forgot to stream. I thought maybe you forgot, or just you just took the day. I thought you just took the day off, honestly. And so I was like, okay.
So last Thursday was a national holiday in Japan, right?
Yep.
This is my excuse. This is what I was telling everyone on stream. But so I have a schedule on my stream days where I work, because I work on mostly every Tuesday, Thursday.
Right.
So I go to work. I finish work. I go to the gym, and I come home from the gym. I have really fast dinner, and then I stream, and that's how it is every Tuesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
But last Thursday was a holiday, so I didn't work. And so I was out. I went out shopping. And because I was out, I didn't go to the gym. And because I didn't go to the gym, my mind was just oh, it's Saturday, dude. You know what I mean? My mind was just you don't stream the day.
Your routine was gone.
So I went home. It was 9 p.m. I even looked at my watch. I was out with my girlfriend. It was 9 p.m. Oh, let's start heading home. It didn't even occur to me that I was hey, you have to stream right now. I didn't even think about it at all. And I went home, and then I went to bed. I woke up, and I was showering because I.
And then you remembered
I had something to do. Yeah, I was planning my day out. So I was in the shower, and I was just oh boy, I'm gonna come home, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. And because I don't stream today, I get to take my time at the gym. I don't gotta rush or anything. And then I'm it was gonna be great. And then I was wait a minute, did I stream yesterday? I was oh shit.
I just remember the next day I was streaming. I was oh, okay, I guess he's making up the day. He's making it up.
Yeah, so I would stream. Yeah, I streamed the day after, because I was I felt bad. I felt bad too, because I was on Tuesday I was okay guys, thanks for hanging out. On Thursday we're gonna finish Stray, so I'll see you guys then. See you guys in a couple of days. We're gonna finish Stray. And then I just didn't even show up. So I was oh fuck.
Everyone wanted to say hello and goodbye to the cat. I mean, so the gameplay on screen right now is towards the end of the game. So if you don't want to be spoiled, just don't look at the gameplay and listen to our voice. But we're probably going to say some spoilers about the game.
I guess if you haven't finished Stray, maybe just jump to a timestamp. That'll definitely be there eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think? I guess how do you want to approach this? Because I have a very certain stance on this game.
What do I think about Stray? In general?
Yeah. Do you want to approach from a general or in general? I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's worth. I thought it was worth it. It depends on what you guys consider what is worth it. I hear arguments all the time where it's oh, this game's not worth it because it's so short or whatever. I don't want to spend that money. But we had this discussion previously when it came to Chilla's Arts games, for example, because
those are very short. Those are an hour.
Because they're so short.
2 hours, maybe.
Yeah, basically, what we just always say is that is it worth your money in terms of entertainment? Do you feel you got $20 worth of value out of it? Because if you're looking at it from an hour point of view, it's it's dollars per hour. That only works for long games, Elden Ring or something like that, right?
Right.
But then when it comes to short experiences, that argument kind of falls apart, because it's oh, is this just like it's more dollars per hour, and that's the only thing you care about, and not about the actual like satisfaction you get out of a game, then you wouldn't think it was worth it. But how much is this game again? Like it's
It
20
is
CAD?
29.99
It's
USD.
30 USD then, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a perfect price for this game. This is
But you think it's worth it then? Like it's like a 6 hour game or something, right?
yeah, I thought that it was worth it. I mean, you get, I think, I know I finished it around 8 hours, 8.5 hours or something like that. And you spend a lot of this time, you don't have to, I mean, honestly, you don't have to finish it in 8 hours. You can finish it anywhere below that if you really want to. But, you know, just kind of chilling out in the world and exploring things. And I think playing this game with chat really enhanced it for me. Like, honestly, it really did. I don't know how it would be if I played it by itself. Because I definitely wouldn't be talking to the cat as much as I did. I was literally talking to the cat most of the game.
Oh,
And kind of like making it an interactive experience between me, the cat, and the chat. Just having that there made it for me, as well as just the world. A lot of the city environments were just nice to explore and just kind of hang out and just walk around. You know?
yeah, the game looks really good for sure. I mean, it's a good world. I like the world, honestly,
Yeah.
which is spoiler alert, it's just Earth, but
The Earth minus humans. The humans are
yeah.
gone.
No, it's a good world, I guess, and it was fun to explore. Like I mentioned like last week, like it's fun to like try to like piece together like what happened. I mean, you do eventually find out, but like as you go through the game, you're like, what happened to humans? Like, why are there no humans? And you kind of like put it together as you learn with the cat, because the cat isn't a human or anything. Cat doesn't know anything. So
Yeah, yeah.
as the world is like as the
cat
cat
still
kind of
doesn't know.
explores, yeah, as the cat kind of explores, you learn just through interactions, as through people are talking, or robots rather. Like you kind of, or I don't know, like not what's the word like. There's
I,
environment cues. You kind of find out like what happened. Yeah.
there are a couple environment cues. A lot of the time, the robot will just flat out tell you like, "This is what happened," or you like translate something from a diary or whatever.
Yeah, there's like a sign or something like that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you like read it. Yeah.
And I thought that the way that they work these robots in, I like, it's kind of crazy just how like human like these robots are, even
Yep.
though they're just supposed to be humans, and they're essentially imitating what because they were servants eventually. They were built to serve a purpose, but once the humans are left, they just found themselves trying to imitate humans, and
Yeah, they got like, yeah, that's true. There's a couple points in the game where like when I was playing through it, I was like, oh, you guys are robots. Like you don't need to be doing this. Like you'll encounter a robot that's working like a food stall. Robots don't need to like really.
there's like robots drinking too, like hungover too, like not even
Yeah.
like drunk
Oh, there's like drunk robot. Yeah, drunk
It's like,
robots.
what
And
the
then
heck?
there's like what is it? I mean, I noticed it a couple times too when I go into someone's house or whatever, and there's like the toilet or something, and I'm like, you don't
You
need this
don't
toilet though.
need
Yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah. And it's like and that's a testament. I think that when we talked about the cat too last week, just how well the cat fits in to the gameplay of just like you're exploring, you're learning as the cat, and everything just it all works well. Did you have any? I mean, people. I don't know. For me, this game is almost a perfect game for a lot of people who played it. Like Steam reviews, this is like 10 out of 10. This is like
Yeah, it's like overwhelmingly positive on Steam.
it's overwhelmingly positive. I can't go that
yeah.
high. Like I personally can't. I don't know about you. That's why I'm curious. We finally finished it. One of my friends or in the chat was just like, "Yeah, bro." At the halfway point, he's like, "Yeah, man, it gets even better. It gets even better." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I'm playing, and like I get to the end, and I'm like, "This game didn't get better for me. It didn't get worse." I will say one thing: this game didn't get worse for me, and it didn't get better. It started out the same way it ends, and it's like a good fresh wind that blew through. I never had any peaks or
Yeah,
valleys with it.
I didn't think it like I don't know. It depends on how wrapped up you get in the story, I guess. But like, yeah, I mean, overall, it was a pretty solid experience. It has some highlights of like segments. I mean, I felt this way about playing through Journey, which is also a really short game, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you, like as you go through Journey, there's like these certain set pieces where you're like, oh, I remember this part or this scene, this was done real well, and then that's kind of the same way where with Stray, where you're like, oh, this chase was particularly exciting, or like this view was really cool, or that, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Really, I can give you on the views, but I don't know about like the chase sequence. there's like a few chases, and some of them are like really short, like very very short, honestly. I don't know, like maybe I feel kind of bad because I didn't feel anything, but I guess the greatest thing that I did feel is that like at the very end of the game, you say goodbye to the cat essentially. And like I'm gonna miss my little cat. Like I like the little dude. I named him
You
and
can just like
everything.
replay the game anytime you want.
I could, or I could buy a cat, get an actual cat, adopt a real cat.
Yeah, or you could just mod a cat into all your games.
That too. But I think that in and of itself, in terms of like what they did with the game, like if that's what I remember, I feel like that's a win. You know, because I wasn't even expecting to walk out thinking that much about the cat.
Yeah, I didn't like. I don't think I got really super attached to the cat. I mean, I kind of played as the cat, so I played through the game being like, oh, I am the cat.
Yeah, yeah.
And then at the final scene of the game, I was like, okay, cat's all good. Don't need to worry about anything. I guess it is kind of like a goodbye to the cat. You don't really know what happens to the cat after that.
You know what happens to that cat after that.
What?
That's too morbid. I don't know. Honestly, yeah, you don't know. It's like
Because the cat, because from the very beginning of the game, you get separated. You get separated, right?
Yeah, I was hoping he was gonna get reunited with his cat homies.
I thought maybe that like at the end of the game you would. I mean, spoiler by the way, but like I mean, I was thinking that you would leave the slums, the city, I guess, and then you get reunited with your cat friends, but you don't.
You don't. You just walk out.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. Honestly, like when you think about it, it makes 100% sense. Like those cats aren't just gonna know like, all right, homie's coming out in about 10 minutes, so we need to go back over there and check on him. It's like, nah, that's not, that's just not the case. But you see the cat just kind of basking in the sunlight, and just
yeah. This is your moment of triumph, like in this part of that you're watching right now. Like, there's nothing you can do except watch. You have to watch this sequence.
Just watch it. You just watch it.
You can't like you can't skip it, right? As far as I know, you can't like walk. You can't leave the room or anything. You're stuck in there.
I don't know if you can leave.
Oh, maybe
the room.
you can leave the room. I didn't try to leave. I think you can go out the doors. I think if while it's happening, you can just like talk to the guy and be like, I want to leave, and maybe he'll let you out. Actually,
because like this sequence actually does take a while for the walls to like the dome to fully open, and then it just like you saw it recedes and then goes up into the wall, and it's like finally fully open,
And then like after this, you kind of leave the room and you talk to that one guy who's like, okay, you can leave now. I didn't try to talk to him early. Actually, I was watching the sunlight, pour in for the whole time, which is like a 5-minute sequence or something.
It's a long sequence, and it's the first time you actually see sunlight since the beginning of the game. Well,
since the beginning of the game.
Since the beginning of the game, yeah, and it's like. That's the first time you actually see the city too as a whole, and that's like I remember that being
it was pretty cool to
see
everything packed in. What I'm curious about is like I don't think they're going to do a sequel. I don't think they need to do a sequel, and I think they probably maybe should do a sequel, should not do a sequel. But like as far as we know, like in this world, like the city that we were in, that's only like one city.
That's one city. It's I think this was Dome 99 or something.
Yeah, you're right. It was Dome 99. So presumably there's at least 98 other domes.
And presumably some of these other domes like had animals, right? This dome may not have had animals, but maybe the other ones did or something like that.
Yeah, so there could be any like the other domes could be a different story. Like who knows what the other domes look like. So like I said, I don't think they need to or should do a sequel. Stray wrapped up perfectly fine, and I don't think too many people are like, well, what are the other domes like? But technically, I think there are. Is a question I think we can think about. But
I mean, maybe we'll just get Tokyo. Was it Tokyo Jungle?
Tokyo Jungle. I want Tokyo Jungle.
Tokyo Jungle out here.
I want Tokyo Jungle. Such a good game, man.
That's what we get after this is Tokyo Jungle, basically.
I would love a Tokyo Jungle again.
And I mean, I guess that there's the twist that going into this game, we all thought something's gonna die. We don't want it to be the cat.
Did you think the cat was gonna die?
Does. At one point, I mean, when they put these animals in here, you just hope the animal doesn't die. You can blame Shadow of the Colossus for getting us all sad about things potentially dying at the end.
Wait, but you didn't? Did you seriously assume the cat was going to die or no?
I thought maybe something tragic might have happened to the cat.
The cat.
But maybe they don't die. And the cat has some bad stuff happen to him. I was like, oh my goodness, you gonna be okay?
Looks like it breaks its leg. At least it doesn't.
It,
But
and then it
yeah,
gets back up a couple minutes
you get
later.
like
It's like,
hurt. Yeah.
I'm good. I'm super cat.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Did you have any technical difficulties? Did you have any gripes about the game? Any complaints?
Um, Not really. It probably would have helped a little bit if I was playing on a controller, which I wasn't. But
Oh yeah, you had that keyboard weird thing.
it was fine on it. There's a few sections in the game, maybe twice, 3 times, where I was like trying to jump into something or onto something, but
You
I
jump
wasn't
down?
looking. I wasn't looking at it just the right way, and then the prompt where it says like space, or I guess whatever button jump is for you,
Yeah, yeah.
it wasn't like showing up because I was looking at the wrong thing. So I was getting chased by like a drone or whatever, was shooting at me, right?
Oh yeah, those,
I was
those
like
one shots.
I was like trying to jump into a box, but I was looking at a ledge instead, and I just like jumped on a ledge. And I'm like, no, like, not what I want. But yeah, this happened like a few. It's not really a big deal. Just,
It's not bad.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
honestly, they had all their bases covered. If you, I literally look at this as like because it is their first game from the studio, at least that we know of, and it, it crosses off all the things on the list. We even have we have stealth sections that.
Yeah, the cell was fine. How did you feel with the cell section? Like I thought it was perfectly fine. It wasn't too hard. It wasn't too
Yeah. I mean, they give you they give you the option just to literally hide in the box and no one. And like the AI, sometimes my AI kept getting confused. It would look at the box and then one time it just didn't go away. Like they just never left.
The drone.
The drones, yeah, or they'd bug out or something. I'd be like, okay. But yeah, they're not particularly hard. I know someone in my chat had got stuck on the sequence trying to retrieve B12 from the prison, because there's no
right.
checkpoints there. So if you fail any part of that, you go all the way back to the beginning of that puzzle, or that stealth section. But yeah, I mean, there's literally not too much to say other than maybe the memory stuff. Did you locate all the memories?
I didn't actually, so that's something that I could tackle later.
Yeah, I mean, they're for the most part they're really easy to find. I think my issue is like some of the stuff I wish I had to communicate it better. I see you have a badge on. You might have two. I can't see the other side of you. You have like 2 badges at least. Yeah, you can help out the NPCs and you get badges for it. It's really like you just don't ever know it because they never really introduce it.
I literally didn't fucking think about it, man. I didn't think about it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like little stuff like that. You're like, oh, I wish they had like just told me or made it more. Because I got four badges or something. You see them on your cat, and you're like, oh, that's cool. But,
yeah, they're on the vest thing, right?
Yeah. But I was like, what the heck? What do I do with this? Those moments, and then like, yeah, if you miss a memory, you can't go back to it, which is fine. But there's some memories that unlock after you do a certain place a certain thing in a place, right? But you might think you can get to it because you can see it. You can just see where it's supposed to be. And it's just like, I'm getting stuck here. But it was fine. No big gripes or complaints. For me, I give it a solid 8.
I think the highlights for me in the game were definitely the environment, like like the visual style, and also just the soundtrack. Soundtrack was pretty good.
Soundtrack was really good. There were some. I know a lot of times I would just let the soundtrack just bop. Like, if it was just doing it, I let it bop. Here's my biggest complaint about this game. The number one complaint, the number one want of this game. It's both a complaint and a want. I want a freaking photo mode. This is the one game that deserves a photo mode. Like, it needs it. I was wanting to take so many pictures with the cat, and because like there's those really nice sections where the cat like can just rest and the camera zooms out. Like those are nice. The fine, like when it zooms out at the farthest, those are really cool. And even just like if I had a wallpaper of that, I would love it. I would love a wallpaper like that. That's not to do with the game, but still.
Is there no photo mode?
There's no photo mode. They just want you to use whatever natural photo mode. So I was taking pictures with like my NVIDIA stuff.
Oh, does it have what is it, Anzo support on PC or?
I don't know. I was just using
For anyone who doesn't know what Anzo is, it's an NVIDIA technology thing where like you can. For games that support Anzo, it's like a special screenshot that'll basically let you freeze the game in place, and then you can move a camera around the game.
Oh,
and
what?
you can basically take like whatever screenshot in any way you want. You can take 360 photographs if you like, and then you could wear a VR headset.
Oh, that's
Um,
really cool. I don't
so
think
the
this game
Witcher,
has that, but
yeah, so Witcher 3, is one of these Ansel games. You can, yeah, it's like a special photo mode where it just like freezes the game entirely in place, and you can go wherever you want. The camera goes as high as you want, or wherever you want. You can zoom in and out, and yeah, it takes 360 photographs, and you can VR them. It's pretty
that
crazy.
is pretty crazy. I didn't know that that was
Yeah,
even like the technology that they had. Just if it's built into the game, like that, that would be awesome. I mean, not
yeah.
just for this game, but for pretty much all the guys. I would love
There's
all
probably
PC games
games
having
that
it.
you didn't realize supported Ansel, which you should probably check out.
Yeah,
I don't. If Stray supports Ansel, then that's your answer right there.
that's
But I
the
swear to
answer.
God, I really thought Stray supported a photo mode on
Yeah,
PS4 or 5 or something.
I mean, maybe it does, but it's not in the usually it's like in the menu. It'll just be like photo mode. Maybe I'm crazy, but I didn't see it. Someone else in my chat was like, "Yes, this game needs a photo mode," and
Mm,
it's funny since there's so many games that now that's like we have a photo mode. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care about your photo
I don't
mode.
give a shit.
But this was I was like, man, give it to me. I need it.
Um, 'Cause I'm
Um,
looking on Nvidia's website right now about supported games that support for Ansel. It's a huge ass list. Notably is Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball.
oh, you can get great photos
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Zoom
Metal Gear
in.
Solid 5 and Death Stranding's on here. Octopath Traveler, it's probably no 3D camera there, but
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
yeah.
like move 3D around the 2D
Yeah,
pixels.
that'd be insane.
That's a new one right there. um,
But
but yeah,
yeah.
yeah, Stray. If anyone's looking to pick it up, like we said, it's 30 USD. It honestly, this is a game I would say like if you can, if you if you want to get it, just go ahead and get it. Don't worry about if it's on sale or not. I feel like it's worth the price. And it's just a like I said, it's a good experience. It's a fun experience. Um, I'm curious to see where it does come into the award season. Maybe best character. Just give this or best world.
Yeah, that would
Some
be interesting actually. I'd be curious to see. I'm sure it'll get some. It probably. I think you know what. I would probably get like best. Would you consider this an indie game or no?
it's an indie game, yeah.
Then might get like best indie game or something like that.
But I mean, Cult of the Lamb, bro. Whew. There's just too
I
many.
didn't.
There's too many good indies right now.
Yeah,
That's another one that's
I'm sure it'll get some award. Soundtrack maybe. The what's the word? Game design or something like that. Like it might. I think it might
um,
get one of those awards. Yeah.
it's gonna be a toss up, and it might be the one that upsets a couple of games that you're like, oh my goodness, what? Are you serious? But I think no one hates the cat, no one hates the no one hates the stray. So um, yeah, that's it on stray, I guess. Moving on, we got Apex Legends season 14, I believe. We're on 14.
Yeah, something like that.
Hunted. Have you been back, or did you? I mean, are you excited for this season?
Yeah, I've been playing a little bit. I played exactly 0 minutes with Vantage though, but I've unlocked her.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I played with Vantage player. I played against several of them.
Hmm.
Uh, so I mean, her abilities are what is it? So she has like a bat.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
has like
We
a
don't. No
bat.
one knows what that little thing is. I call it a bat, but then sometimes I'm like, what actually is this? What is this thing?
Yeah.
It's a pet.
So
Let's call it the pet bat.
she has like a bat that she can send out, and then if you hold your Q ability, you can like leap to it, like straight up, just like leap through the air,
Yeah,
just like
like
fucking like jump to it.
it's
Uh,
like in even more of a rush than jumping as an off Octane's jump pad. It's
it's
so much
like
fun. It's so much
it's
fun.
insane. Yeah, you just hold Q and then you just like zoom to this bat, and then so she's got a really good traversal, ability right there.
Yep, yep.
And then her ultimate is like, is it her ultimate? Yeah, it's her ultimate,
Yeah,
right? That like she
sniper's mark.
pulls out a sniper rifle, so it's like a extra. It's kind of like
You literally have three guns at any time.
it's like Rampart's machine gun kind of, but it's like a third gun basically, right? Yeah.
Right, right.
So the sniper rifle also highlights enemies for you and your team. So if you
This
are aiming at someone and you see someone in your scope, it highlights them, and also your teammate can see that highlight.
Yep, yep, yep.
Um, how many shots is it? 2 shots or?
It is 5 shots, and you can pull
Okay.
it. You can pull it out at any time. as long as it has shots in it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can
yeah.
pull it out even when it has no shots in it. You can just pull it out.
To highlight people, basically. Yeah.
To just have out. The gun itself doesn't highlight people. So as long as you hit a shot on somebody, they take 50 damage and they're marked. The next shot you deal to them will deal 100 damage, and like from your sniper will be 100, and then your teammates get a bonus damage
Oh,
dealt
that's like
to
a
them.
guaranteed. That's like a guaranteed shield break then.
Yeah, yeah, it's a guaranteed. As long as you follow up with it, it's 150 plus whatever your teammates do for a little extra bonus damage on it.
Yeah, that's terrifying, isn't? That's a lot of
Um,
damage.
she's fun. Like I'm a huge sniper person in this game, and it's honestly it's finally the character I would say I've been waiting for, but it's probably the most selfish character that may or may not do much for the game because her abilities, as much as she can do, like her passive, which is Spotter's Lens, you essentially you don't have to have even you don't have to have anything a weapon equipped or anything. You just hit your zoom in, and you have a 4x zoom. Like you can just walk around in 4x zoom if you want to, right? And you'll see people. And what's cool is when you see them, you'll see their shields, but you'll also see what the teammate shields. You'll see all of their shields at the same time. Um, and you can kind of be like, okay, we can push this team. We have better shields. Let's try this. Let's do this. And then, like you said, that tactical echolocation, she can just jump towards. She can reposition herself. That means either retreat from a fight, jump into a
Yeah,
fight,
rushed into one. Yeah.
or just have it there for like repositioning at any time. And I think that's her greatest ability. But her teammates can't use it.
Hmm.
Off Spotter's Lens, your teammates can't see that information. Um, Literally, the best thing you're doing is just seeing better and telling your teammates stuff you can ping. Like telling your teammates information you could have pinged outside of their shields. Like that's the crazy thing about this legend.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I don't know. I don't. I'm pretty sure she'll have a really important place in the meta going forward.
It'll be interesting, and I think people will have to play her more aggressive, um, which is cool. Like I said, it made me think like, snap! I always have a sniper rifle. I
Oh yeah,
always
and she can
have it.
also double jump off that bat too.
Yeah, yeah. You can choose to double jump or stay as you are.
Pretty
And
ridiculous. Yeah.
it's up pretty quick too. It's not the worst code. I feel like it's nicely balanced. Um, but yeah, I love her. I love her. I'm not gonna lie. I like all of her stuff in the kit. Um, but have you
Yeah.
found this? I mean, but have you found it to be annoying fighting against her? Have you four fights you
Not
have?
really. It's relatively balanced because like, well, I think so at least. But like when you are getting aimed at, you can see the laser sight. It's like just a big ass like.
It's a big orange laser at you.
It's like a laser that is from the barrel of the gun to you. So if you're getting aimed at, you know precisely where they are.
You know exactly where they are. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So you can be like, okay, guys, there's a Vantage over there. Stay behind cover, or something like that, or you can flush them out, or something like that. So,
Yeah.
it is balanced in that way. Uh, but yeah, if the person that you're fighting is really skilled with a sniper rifle, I guess it can be pretty terrifying.
It's a little.
Um,
Yeah. It's kind of weird. Like I don't know if it's terrifying for me. I assume and the people who are better than me, of course. A lot of this stuff we do in our heads, like the bullet drop calculation and all that stuff, right? Um, like that. What's nice about Vantage is she just does that for you automatically. This screenshot doesn't actually show it, but you can kind of see like the little like the her reticule, and she'll do this. This is her sniper rifle, but this also applies if you have other scopes. If they are X amount of meters from you, if they're like 500, that blue circle actually will automatically adjust all the way down to the 500, like the 500 dot. So you just aim
oh,
at
you
the blue circle.
use the blue one then.
You just it automatically adjusts. Just look at the blue one. That's it. All you have to do is aim either ahead or on them. That's it, and it's like guaranteed, which is nice. I mean, it's stuff like I said you would already do, but if you're not used to doing it, well, it just got a whole lot easier. Plus, I just love this Halo like reticle. That's my favorite reticle in any game.
Like, oh really?
That little circle right there. Just man, I love it.
Yeah, that's gonna look like it would be from a Halo or something.
Um, but yeah, that's Vantage. I mean, we're back on Kings Canyon as well.
Yeah, it's really nice to not play so much Storm. It's still in rotation, by the way. Stormlight's still in rotation, but
Is it on? Well, what is it on ranked or something, or is it just?
no, it's in the casual rotation.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah. Good old Storm Point. I mean, it's Kings Canyon. They've added a couple new areas, and it's nice. It's nothing. You know, I don't think they made as big of a deal out of it as they have previously for any of the map changes. There's no like event that caused the map to change that at least we've seen or anything.
Hmm.
Um, So it's just like, hey, this. I think this is kind of a. I don't want to call this an in between season, but it feels like an in between season, right? I think it's hype, but with a very a niched legend. I think she's niched. She's
You don't
cool.
think she has big appeal?
I don't think she has big appeal in a game where typically a lot of the most hype legends and a lot of the meta has revolved around either just aggressive legends. Even like Seer is played aggressively, right? Or Crypto, like all these legends, eventually they just have like these aggressive play styles. And sniping, like her ultimate just being a sniper rifle, something you can carry at any given time, potentially deal more damage. Well, you are going to deal more damage because the first shot just does 50, period. You might as well just take out another sniper rifle and deal more damage, right? I don't know. Like all I can see is her relocation being the biggest tool that.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful. It's like I don't know. You get distance on that, so you can use that to relocate or to rush pretty easily. There's a bit
So
of a charge up though, as you have to hold Q just to get the leap.
yeah, you have
So
to. I don't know if you have to look at Echo. I like every time I do it, I feel like I have to. But if you don't have to look at Echo and just hold the Q, that's some that is nasty. That's kind of hype.
so it's
I
not
gotta test
like
that.
it's not instant jumping, but you're so I think they do that for balance, so you just can't escape a fight extremely fast or
Yeah,
anything like
yeah.
um. But I think if you're playing on PC where you can do this, you can combine. I think you can combine tap strafing with her ability,
Hmm.
and it's insane. You can like air dash sideways with Vantage. It's madness. Like it's disgusting. You can basically air dash sideways with her. It's broken. It's very broken. Yeah, it's insane.
I never thought about that. Like if you are jumping off of a point and just straight up, you can just dash to it even while you're in the
You
air.
can
That's
air
pretty
dash.
cool.
Yeah, she can
Oh
like
my
air dash.
goodness.
It's insanity.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I think that's where her hidden potential is. Um,
So I think if I mean especially on PC, like I don't know if Vantage is if her movement will get nerfed in any way because you can exploit it. Like you can it has a higher ceiling, I think, in terms of like what you can do with it.
it's a very
Especially if you're
high ceiling.
yeah, it's just I mean there's a video here. I mean that I'll link you that I'll
Yeah,
send to
yeah.
you.
I will.
Um
Oh man, that's kind of hype.
it's like someone's tweet or something like that. Give me a moment here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, Here, I'll just send this to you now. So this is what you can do at a high level, at a high skill level with Vantage.
Which, if you're on a pad, good luck trying. Who
Yeah,
knows?
so watch. I mean, so this video will show someone using Vantage and then someone like looking at Vantage as she's doing this. So it's a lot of wall kicks and it's like tap strafing. It's pretty
What
wild,
the heck? Did
honestly.
she just? Oh, because she did the double jump off of the.
Yeah, so she can do some insane like mid-air maneuvering. It's wild, yeah.
Oh, and that's what you have to. Okay, okay. Because like most of the time, you're gonna put it on. That's pretty cool. I never thought about putting Echo
On
on the ground
on the ground,
or
yeah.
like low because yeah, you basically
And then
get
you
a dash because it's set to where if you just press it, it automatically goes out and up, right?
yeah,
But oh, okay, that's pretty hype. That's kind of
it's pretty
hype.
crazy, right? So her movement um skill ceiling is extremely high, especially if you're able to use other mechanics like tap strafing on PC, and it's just she can just move essentially freely. You know what I mean?
She's you know what I will say?
It's
This
like
is
air dashing. It looks like air dashing, doesn't it? Yeah.
in all of this, you know, my girl Val got nerfed to heck. She just got nerfed. Like there are a
Yeah.
couple characters that like suffered this patch.
Yeah.
She's definitely, yeah. Vantage is moving even better than like Valkyrie at this point. Better than Octane,
Yeah,
I'd say.
and quickly too, and extremely quickly.
Yeah, and I think what they'll do is they'll end up changing the like either her
The speed,
angle or the speed or both.
the speed of the what is it? The
The
zoom, I guess. The speed of the
the
leap.
the leap, yeah, yeah. That's what
Yeah.
they. I mean, that's also what they did to Valk. Valk now consumes like was it 33% more
Jet fuel.
jet fuel off of her initial boost, and you do not go as high. You actually go if you're using the ult, you go 25% lower than you used to, and then yeah, it's like playing a slower Valk. She still can do what she does, but it's just like you can feel it. I was telling my teammate, I was telling Ehe actually, I was like, I pressed the button and I felt it. I was like,
Yeah,
that's
it's
when
pretty
you know
slow.
it's too much.
She's slower now for sure.
Yeah,
So
Horizon also just her. You can now shoot at her ult, or it takes friendly fire. It takes like just shoot at it. It's gone. Like forget the ult. Just
oh,
forget
so
about it.
teammates can destroy it now.
Teammates can destroy it now. So
Did
the
they
whole
change that to Octane's jump pad? Because teammates can't destroy Octane's jump pad actually, as far
I
as I remember.
I didn't see it in the patch notes.
It's pretty funny because
That
like, yeah, because you can really annoy your teammates. But
oh, Octane. Why?
yeah, I haven't played Octane in a long time actually, so
I mean, he's still doing his thing.
I kind of wish they hadn't nerfed his slide jump because you used to be able to get mad distance with that slide jump, the
Yeah,
crouching
man.
jump.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Like
remember
you
like the
used to be
training
able to
range. You
go
could just go.
fucking far,
You could
like
go like
so
football
far.
fields. Just
Yeah, it was so
travel.
far, and I'd be like, you know, when I was playing Octane, I was like, okay, boys, we got to get to this location quickly. And I was just jump to it, slide jump to it.
Crazy man.
Yeah.
Yeah, laser sights are a new addition. They don't really do much. I mean, I guess they do much. It's kind of strange, but it's new attachment to replace barrels for SMGs and pistols. They reduce hip fire spread, which conversely means that what they did is all of the SMGs and pistols now have increased hip fire spread naturally. So when you're
Uh,
ADSing,
yeah, and then ADSing doesn't like
sorry,
there's no barrel anymore. Yeah, so
yeah, sorry, not ADSing, hip fire. Sorry, yeah, there we go.
when you're hip firing, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Anything else? Wingman takes sniper ammo.
Yeah, the wingman is a sniper gun now, and the
The
what
Spitfire
is
is
it?
a
The Spitfire
light.
is light.
Is a light
Yeah.
for just. I don't think they would change too much about it. Eva 8 looks like it's being much better. Recoil improvements. Take stocks.
Yep.
Remove one pellet from the blast pattern. Fire rate increased from 2.3. Oh, from 2 to 2.3. Increased pellet damage from 6 to 7. And there's some more increases to the bolt. It looks like it got a slight subtle nerf, but I mean slight subtle buff, but one that I guess can help it since it needed it after last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Rampage, bow checker in the crate, I believe.
The rampage and the bow checker are in the crate now. There's red weapons basically.
That bow was tearing people up too. That was tearing people up. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing too crazy. G7's back on the ground. Wingman is like we talked about that. I don't really think there's anything crazy outside of the 30-30 now taking a skull piercer. I'm happy.
That makes it terrifying for headshots then.
All
Yeah.
I hear when I'm playing are just skull piercer. Not skull piercers, but 30-30s going off. 30-30s now. Yeah, Sentinel has Deadeye's tempo in it, dual loaders in the 30-30, so that's buffs for everyone. I guess I don't know. How do you feel about the gold backpack and the knockdown, the gold
Oh,
knockdown
that kind of
shield?
messed me up. That messed me up for a little bit actually, but like I'm totally fine with it. The fact that the gold backpack previously would let you res a teammate or self res, and it would give you half shields and full health, half shields and full health, right?
Right, or half and half.
Something like that. But anyways,
yeah.
like more health than usual. And then the gold knockdown shield previously lets you self res. You know, it's like 10 seconds or something,
It's
or
long.
something like that.
It's
It would take a
long.
while, yeah. that's what it was now. But now with the changes, the healing perk where you res someone with more health, that's now on the knockdown shield, and the gold backpack now just lets you have increased stack of medkits and batteries and that kind of stuff. You can hold more healing items basically.
Okay.
So I'm totally cool with that. For starters, I could never even get the stupid self res off.
No one
anyways.
really can. My friends are like, but it added an element of like surprise or something. I'm like, people kill you so fast in this game, like they know, like you just die. That's it.
Yeah, I the number of times that I've successfully gotten the self res off and used it to turn the fight around is like less than 5.
It's very low. I've only done it once.
I've gotten the res off a few times, but I still kind of end up dying anyways because I don't have a gold backpack myself, and I kind of like have, you know what I mean? Like you get the res off, you have like no health, and then you just die anyways. The only time, here's one time is like, I wish I saved the clip or something, like, because no one believes me, but I was playing duos with my friend, right? It was a final ring, and it was 3 teams in the final ring. And me and my teammate, we both had the gold shield and we both had the gold backpack. We're in the final ring. We both go down. But instead of the other teams trying to pop us and do like a shield swap or something like that, they start focusing on each other because obviously we have gold shields, and like the time it takes to deplete a shield or execute us, they'll die, right? So they leave us alone. They start fighting each other. As they're fighting each other, we both get both our reses off, and then we win the game. And that was the only time that it like actually worked in our favor. But
I mean, it's great when it happens. They're always like a clippable moment for the most part when it happens.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what they do with the self res if they decide to kind of change it.
You're not upset about it at all. You're not upset that they took it out, right? Yeah.
No, I mean it's like I said, I barely ever got it. I can count one.
On one hand,
the times I've gotten it off, and the other,
and then less than that.
And less than that,
you won the fight.
That I won the fight, yeah. But it was amazing. Like headlines when this game first came out. Remember how people were just like, Apex Legends is amazing because they give you a second chance. You have knockdown shields, and not only that, you have the ability to self-res. You can turn the tide. Like, that was a thing. That was like a legit story headlines. Those were story headlines, like plus points for this game.
I don't know how it is in like super high level play, but like I've always wanted them to buff the self-res to be like at least a little bit faster.
Half the time, a third something. It takes like, forever.
It's so long. Like in the,
in your mind,
when you're watching. When you see your own character like self-res, I know like in your own mind, it's like in slow fucking motion, right? Because it's like
they even when they actually start to get up, they do like that.
The stumble, right?
Then they stumble up to it's like, oh my gosh.
And you like don't even have your gun ready, and like it's audible. It has its own unique sound because like when you're resing a teammate, there's a sound you can hear someone res a teammate, right?
Right.
When you do the self-res, it makes that weird like charging sound, and it's like 10 seconds long, and like people will like hone in on that immediately. You know what I mean?
People know.
Yeah. Do you feel like it would have been better if it was still 10 seconds long, but like a little quieter?
I say 8 seconds long, quieter. Oh no, that might be OP.
It was quieter.
8 seconds long and like quieter. I feel like there should be 2 less seconds at least.
So do you think it should be faster but still just as loud?
If that's the trade-off, yeah, faster but louder.
Louder.
Or as loud. As loud. Same as. Yeah.
What if it was like half the speed, but instead of like the noise, it was just like, I'm self-resing right now. Like what if it was that? It was fast, but
that would be the best disruptor to any team fight. Like everyone's just like, kill that dude.
Yeah, like it's like an alarm's going off.
It's like an alarm.
Like, I'm self-resing right now.
And the most logical thing is like, bruh, he has. Even if he gets up, it's just one person. Who cares? It's like
I think that would be a trade-off. But yeah, no. So self-res is removed from the game. Not that it matters to me because I never even got to use it, so whatever. So I'm perfectly fine with the gold backpack and the gold knockdown shield, new abilities, man. I guess. So yeah.
But yeah, like you said, rotations, Kings Canyon, World's Edge, and Storm Point are the maps. And then I guess the major thing, if you're going into the season, that you should watch out for. Remember that the Ring 1 damage has increased from 2 ticks
Yeah.
to 3.
Yeah.
It is the equivalent
Yeah.
of a Ring 2.
It hurts.
What it used to be. It hurts. It hurts.
Yeah.
I have to tell my
Yeah.
friends, like, don't you stay in that ring, Luton.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't trick
Yeah.
across. It ain't working like that no more.
Yeah.
Just one extra HP. That's it. From 2 to 3. What a difference does it make? What a
I didn't
difference
even
it
know that
makes.
like they changed the ring damage too. So when I jumped back in when I patched the game and I was like, okay, let's play. I was like, I can loot a little bit. I got time. It's ring 1, baby. And I was like, oh
Yep.
shit, I'm dying. I'm dying.
And I think they're really honing in on just the fact that everyone dies really quick in this game. The ring 1 pre-shrink time is now decreased from 180 seconds to 60 seconds. Because I'm like,
Yeah, it's faster now.
I was like, what the heck? It's already the ring 1's already
Yeah.
closing. So it's
Yeah, it really caught me off guard too. I was just playing. Actually, I was just playing before the podcast, and like, we landed pretty far from the ring, and we were like constantly running,
running and healing
after
from-
ring 1 closed, with just the ring nibbling at our asses the whole time, and we're like taking like a little bit of damage, and we're like, does anyone have a heat shield? Like, fuck yeah.
It's painful. I mean, like, I think they did this before, like in season 5 or something on King's Can. I remember they did this
Yeah.
before, and I can't remember if they toned it down or, but yeah, it's no joke.
You gotta be careful. Like, you can still loot outside the ring for a little bit, ring 1. You can still do it, but you can't do it for that long.
You can't do it for that long. You
Yeah,
just
you're gonna need to heal right away.
get your stuff, make your way.
I remember, yeah, like in the first ring, I could even like not even sweat it. Be like, I'm gonna eat this for a little bit and
Now I don't
get
want to
out
eat
safe.
it. Now I actually
Yeah.
don't want to eat it. Like it's
Now
just-
it's like it's relatively, especially if it's still moving, and you have to like get out of it. Like it'll hurt you. So
it'll hurt you. It'll
Yeah.
hurt you. So, but yeah, that is Apex Legends Season 14 Hunted. At least some of the major things. We'll definitely be talking about it a little bit later because it's it's Apex. And maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll be streaming it. I kind of want to stream it a little bit because I haven't streamed Apex in a long time.
I haven't streamed Apex in a long time either. But I also don't like. I like playing Apex, but I actually don't like streaming Apex because nobody watches me play Apex.
Yeah, we're at the point, and honestly, this is for any streamer out there, or at least variety streamers, like we're at the point now where like our audiences, even though even though we know they love us, if we start playing some stuff outside of what they expect, like if I don't play like narrative kind of like
Nobody
certain
wants
stuff,
to watch. Yeah.
they'll kind of be there, but they're like passively looking, and then
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, what's up? And then it's like, okay, nice to see. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Yeah. No, I'm not trying to like shame anyone. I understand truly that it's not that fun to watch me play Apex. So
We're not pros. We're not
Yeah.
at that skill cap. So the best thing we can do is make it a comedy show while we play.
maybe if we were like streaming together or something, and then
Yeah.
doing a weird like podcast or something like that. Yeah.
That's worked every time. You and
Yeah.
Ehe constantly berating me.
Yeah, that's been pretty funny. Yeah.
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 Ehe makes everything funnier.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I wanted to like say something actually. Like after a podcast, because we were talking about Bridget last week, right?
Oh yeah.
I think like officially Bridget is a she. Like they just went out and then Bridget's character is a she. Yeah.
They said it's a she. Well, it's in the actual description that it's not a she. It's a he. It
Really?
is a male who was raised as a female.
Yeah, but what are Bridget's pronouns? Is what I'm saying. Like, what does Bridget call
her actual pronouns? I don't know if they actually set that straight because Twitter was on fire. Twitter was
'Cause, like,
just
we're-
like, I don't want to get into. I don't want to say because I don't know all the definitions, but I'm just saying, Arc System, just put out a word, dog.
I'm
Just
pretty
say
sure.
A
Like,
or
I'm
B.
pretty. I think Bridget's pronouns is she, her. I think so.
So
But
it's-
I'm not sure. Yeah. So, I think that's it. I don't think Barksys actually went on record and was like, "Here, Bridget's pronouns," or anything like that.
it just even in the description, it doesn't. I don't think they use the pronouns, but it all straight. That's what it was. If you play her arcade story mode, she has two endings. One where
Oh, really?
she accepts herself one
Uh-huh.
where she denies herself.
What? What is this persona
So,
shit?
so what if she accepts herself? She is, I believe she is she.
She's the she, yeah.
But if she doesn't, then she is he.
I can't believe those are. I can't believe those are two
Like
endings.
that,
That's
and so people are like, "What the fuck? What is this? This is not making things easier for us."
so. I'm on the Guilty Gear website right now. I'm just reading Bridget's like bio basically. It
Yep,
looks like
yep.
Bridget pronouns are she, her. No. Yes, Bridget showed talent as a bounty hunter. I don't think they use like
I
actually
told,
use
I told
Bridget the
you
whole
it's
time. Yeah.
they just use Bridget, and then I'm just like,
Yeah.
because I saw it on Twitter, and I was like, okay, hold up, let me see
We'll
what
figure
this.
out what it is.
Let me go see, because clearly people maybe they're just not looking at it. Go look at it for myself. Oh my goodness, come on,
So actually,
guys.
I didn't even know that there's two endings for Bridget, and there was one where Bridget chooses to be she, her, and then the other where they choose to be male or he, him. I mean, but what a
It's
what a.
what yeah what a bizarre, not bizarre, but just like what, just
I
issue
just did
something
not.
for us.
I just didn't really think that Guilty Gear would have led us down this conversation. Honestly,
I didn't either. I just
it's
woke
like
up and it was trending. I was like,
an anime fighting game. It's funny.
it was, it was something I just, yeah, yeah. Games can lead you down many paths. Hold on,
Yeah.
let's, yeah. It's just Bridget was born one
Yeah,
of
I'm on
two twin
reading the fucking
sons
website. Yeah. Yeah.
of a multi-billionaire couple and was given only the best training and tutoring as a child. However, Bridget's upbringing was what one would expect for a daughter of a high society family instead of a son. Then after that, they just use Bridget.
And then just Bridget. It's all
It's just
Bridget,
Bridget,
yeah.
Bridget. They stay away from any pronouns.
So
I
basically,
kid.
this is also like, I mean, the English website is what I was trying to look at because in Japanese, pronouns are, I mean, no, kare is a tradition like a male pronoun, right?
Female, yeah. Kane,
But
Kanajo.
In Japanese, you can basically get away with never ever using pronouns
Pronouns, yeah.
or like nouns at all. Like you can write a whole sentence without using any kind of pronouns, and
Yeah.
you kind of have to like figure out what's going. Japanese can be like, extremely ambiguous actually.
It's what
So
makes those really long modifying sentences really extra complicated because they'll
you
start out,
like who is talking? Yeah, like
yeah,
what is
yeah. They'll start out
who's being
talking
referred?
about
Yeah,
with the subject, but then the subject just disappears.
yeah, and it's up to the listener to figure out what the subject is or who the yeah the subject is. So
Yeah.
that's like one thing about Japanese that well can maybe catch you off
Strange.
guard. So if you use a lot of machine translation, you like, oh, I'm gonna use Google Translate, whatever. Google Translate sometimes doesn't get the subject right properly,
Yeah.
and it'll just mess you up. So be careful of that.
Man, I've been thinking about getting Strive again, but it's like the dumbest thing because I'm like, I actually own it. I own it on PS4. Just go play it
I
on
bought
PS4.
Strive too. Yeah, I bought Strive too. Yeah, and then I was like, I like Guilty Gear, and then I like didn't play it.
I mean, for anyone who wants to get on Strive, this standard edition is now $40 to
But
celebrate.
that doesn't include
Like,
season one, right?
yeah, it doesn't include any of the DLC. It's just the base game. But $40 is a great. I mean, I think that's the lowest outside of like maybe probably like Street Fighter or something. Um, and that's like the permanent price. So if you want to get into one of these games, this is definitely one to get into. Just remember, the only people playing will beat you down. So be prepared. Just have fun.
I
Just
mean,
have.
at least it's not as bad as being in like a Japanese. I went to a Japanese arcade. I was playing Blaze Blue way back when,
Oh yeah,
and I like went to a Japanese arcade. And I was like, I'm gonna play some BB. Yeah, man, it's a tough crowd.
the
You guys are
background,
good.
bro.
Yeah,
It's like it's Megalovania. Just play the music and get ready.
yeah. Have you ever? I did this thing where once for like. I mean, if you go to a big arcade in Tokyo, like maybe some of the ones like maybe Akihabara. Akihabara is like a pretty good. One of the arcades is a pretty good fighting game scene.
Yeah.
I like going there and just like watching matches. Like those are
It
really good
used to be
players.
like
Yeah,
it's like pre-pandemic stuff. Like I know it was a Takano Baba or something like that. Like
had a really good scene for Guilty
had
Gear.
yeah, yeah, because like a lot of the pro players they would just hang out at those
One,
spots and just like practice at the arcades.
yeah, I've heard that too. That the one arcade in Takanobaba has like a really good scene. Um, and like you could just go. You're like, I like watching fighting games, and you could just like watch some extremely high level matches. Like you just go and
You
hang out.
just
It's
go
it's
and hang
cool.
out.
Yeah.
It's cool. I know
Yeah.
Red Bull
I'm.
has a lounge in Shibuya.
Oh, really?
It's like Red Bull Esports Lounge or something like that. They have events there as well, but yeah, I know it's a place for fighting games for the
I
fighters.
don't know how it is like now in this day and age of the pandemic, but like different arcades are known like so the scene is going to be different per arcade. So some arcade might be famous for fighting games, some arcade might be fighting famous for music games,
Music
like the
games.
yeah, like the DDR scene or the you know like the Konami Beat Mania games, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like you might go to an arcade and see like an incredibly, I guess, you know, top level DDR player, and watching those guys play is pretty cool for a little bit. But then you're also like, I guess it depends on what you're into. Do you like watching high end like high level DDR? You're just like, I don't know what am I
Oh, I don't
looking
know
at,
about
right?
I don't know about DDR. I've seen some high level DDR in terms of like American DDR in my arcades. Me
Oh,
think
okay.
it's high level, but like, and it was like I can't move like that. I'm just like that's crazy. Wow, like
Have
the
you
sweats
seen
just sweat, just
have you
craziness.
have you seen the boss songs now in DDR?
No.
Here, I'm gonna send you like a link. I guess you like mute it so it doesn't so we don't get like copyright
Yeah, yeah.
struck or whatever. Um, and the like this, if you haven't seen DDR in like a long time, and you like don't know like what the songs look like now, um, they are madness. Like here, this one's fun, I guess. This one's not.
Oh
This
gosh.
isn't even like the highest level song. Where are you on Discord? This isn't even like super like the hardest song I think, but this is basically what the boss songs kind of look like now. I guess just
It's like
mute this, yeah, and then play it on. So if you're listening to the podcast, you're missing out. Yeah, imagine it basically. Just imagine this in your head.
imagine the craziest thing. This is what the heck is this? Yeah, Mac 360, Binami Sound Team. What? Yeah, I'm not trying to move like that. That's breaking ankles. That's like literally breaking ankles. I know, like, I know there's some people doing it. Obviously, they're doing it right on here.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell them.
So
Do
this is like
spinning?
what boss songs. This is what boss songs look like nowadays. So I mean, I went to an arcade and I was just like, I've seen people play this at this level and like actually like hit these steps, and I'm like,
I
I
can
don't.
kind of see it.
I can
Like
read it. I can read this chart. Don't
I
get me.
can read
I
the
can
chart.
read the
Yeah,
chart, but yeah, the problem is like commanding my body
to
to move up.
do
Yeah,
that.
to
Yeah,
do that.
especially
Yeah,
with like when it slows down like this. This is actually worse than the sped up part.
I can read the slowdown part, but still,
I'm
it's not like it's slower in terms of steps. It's just
yeah.
slower in terms of the scroll. It's still extremely fast.
I don't like the
So
slower stuff because it's like it's just
it
the
like kind
notes
of
clump
trips
up.
you
Yep.
up. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But either way, like my feet aren't moving this fast at all ever.
I I tried maybe like 4 years ago to like I was like, yeah, well, I'm good at DDR. I'm gonna do this. I like got so fucked up, like
Can you
I
imagine?
pulled
Can
like
you imagine just
several
having like X
muscles.
amount of drinks and then trying this?
What energy drinks?
No, the alcoholic
Oh,
beverages.
alcohol? No, I don't even think I. Have you tried to play a music game drunk before?
No, I've never.
It's not like it's infuriating honestly because like I've played like some music games like not like wasted but like kind of tipsy to the point where like when you don't feel like your intelligence or your mental capacity is impaired in any way, like you don't think it is, right? You're just, oh, I've only had a beer or two, whatever, like you think you're fine. And you go to play a music game, it's infuriating because like your reaction time is actually delayed but you don't really realize it, so like you're just missing everything and you feel like you shouldn't be. And it's like the most annoying thing.
My goodness, that's yeah.
Yeah,
This was 2019 too when that was uploaded. So
yeah.
they're probably still going at it. They're still going at it.
I haven't been, man. I haven't been to
We
really.
should go to an arcade. We need to find an arcade.
We
We
should do an
talked
arcade.
about
Yeah, we should do an
like
arcade.
an
Maybe like
arcade in a
on.
bar.
Oh yeah, we should. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Dude, that should we stream that? We don't even have to stream it. We just take some video and just post it up. Let us know if you
Can do
are if
something.
you're listening or watching or whatever. Let us know if you want like where you want us to go in Japan. Not where you want us to go in Japan, because obviously we can't just go to
Then
places in
try
Japan.
to pick
But
like a Tokyo Metro.
yeah,
Yeah.
Tokyo Metro area, something maybe cool Japan or like anime, game, whatever related, or it can be food related, of course. Yeah, send us on
Yeah.
adventures. Let us know.
Yeah.
Um, on our
Yeah,
anchor
we should do
page.
that.
I forgot we have that voicemail. You can
Oh,
find
we
us.
do. Yeah. Hit us up
Anchor
on our. Yeah, leave a voicemail on anchor.fm/UGP.
UGP Cast.
What is our anchor
It should
page?
just be UGP Cast. Anchor.fm/UGP Cast. Yeah, yeah, that's it.
How long have we been
On
podcasting?
Anchor? Oh,
Yeah.
podcasting. It's almost 2 years now, I think, right? Yeah, it should be two, almost going on the third year, going on third year,
We're about to hit year 3. That's
because
fucking
it's
terrifying. What?
because it's Tokyo Game. It's Tokyo Game Show again.
It's TGS in a month. Yeah.
TGS is popping up again. So every
Wait,
TGS, it's another anniversary.
We've been podcasting for 3 years?
Every week, except
For
for
3 years?
except for probably I can count. We've only taken less than 5 breaks.
Yeah, we have taken less than 5 breaks. That's insane. How's that even possible?
I really don't know, man. October 2019 is when we first uploaded an episode on Anchor, but
That's
it was
terrifying.
uploaded on what was that? SoundCloud,
Yeah, our first
maybe a
episode's on
week or
SoundCloud, yeah.
two before
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So it still has the logo that you made on our Anchor
Oh, the
page.
shitty one, yeah.
If anyone ever wants to see it, just go to episode 1. It's still there. The rest of the logo's changed.
Oh man. Yeah, we should. I don't know if we should do anything. You want to? We should do anything. I don't know if we should do anything for third year anniversary or whatever.
Probably. We should figure something out. We definitely
Yeah.
have to go and we like retool the podcast or figure out some stuff. It's good. It's good.
We've never upgraded. I think anything in terms of our equipment. I think we've personally upgraded some stuff because we stream
Yeah, but
So,
not directly because of the podcast.
of the podcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's funny.
but yeah, I mean, thanks to everyone for the support over this amount of time. I mean, honestly, we have good listenership on the YouTube and on the anchors, the Spotify's and all that. So it's
Yeah, we're hitting 3 years in a bit. So if you guys are listening and you do appreciate the podcast, thank you very much. And definitely leave a review. I mean, we do joke about the review thing all the time, but genuinely, yeah. Now I'm thinking about it. 3 years is a long ass time. So if you have been listening for at least a while, definitely let us know. Let us know what you enjoy about the podcast, and we'd be happy to hear from you. We'd be genuinely happy to hear from our audience. Actually,
yeah.
So yeah.
Honestly, even every YouTube comment, we make sure to answer it, because it's
Yeah.
That's a thought from somebody, and
Yeah, but otherwise you can leave a comment on any of our videos on the YouTube channel, the Under Games podcast YouTube channel. But also you can follow Adrian and NinjaTrixta. You can follow me at 24. You can chat with us personally, I guess, when we're streaming.
Yeah.
You do Adrian. You don't have a personal YouTube channel at all, right?
No, I almost thought about making one though. Darn YouTube uploads, darn it.
Yeah, I mean you
cut
could.
these videos.
Yeah, but
yeah, I don't have a personal YouTube now.
yeah, but I mean, in any case, you can follow Adrian, follow me on Twitch or whatever. If you follow us on Twitter, the podcast Twitter, or subscribe to us on YouTube, and let us know what you think and stuff. And it'd be great to hear from you. So
yeah, we put out good content, good stuff all around. So I'm just gonna say Fortnite. By the time this goes up,
DBZ. Fuck.
DBZ
Sorry.
may or may not be up there. We
I don't
talk
even think
about
it's a
it.
may
just,
not. At this point, I think it's just DBZ's coming to Fortnite.
So as I believe you tweeted, we can finally see Goku fight Superman with guns. Just 'cause
yeah. So there's
ran out of
there's
options.
there's the cliche where it's who would win, Goku versus Superman. And I'm that's so dumb. I don't ever want to think about that. But if you were one of the people that are I sure wish I could do that in an official in a game, now you can just play Fortnite. You have to make sure you have Superman unlocked, and then Or Clark Kent. Sorry, you have Clark Kent unlocked, and then I guess Goku becomes.
I'm telling you what's gonna happen. It's gonna be eventually if we get. This is what's happening. They're going specifically after like jump properties. So we have Naruto. We're gonna have DBZ. Next up is probably gonna be like Luffy.
One Piece.
It's gonna be like One Piece around the Netflix release, and then we might even get like Ichigo or some random stuff. We're gonna have
Bleach.
We're gonna have Jump Force All Stars versus
the better version of it, or the worst version of it.
Jump Force All Stars versus the Avengers versus the Justice League. This is gonna be popping.
So dumb.
It's gonna be there.
I can't wait for the Spy Family crossover.
Oh, that would be fun. They actually use guns too.
Or at least one of them does. Yeah. Can you Anya like tiny Anya? Oh, he's so funny. Oh my god.
I wonder if she would have the most adorable dances. You know,
Yeah.
the only thing more adorable than the cat and Stray is Anya. Anya.
Yeah, I finished Spy Family out of the season 1 rather. Like I just binged it basically.
I still have like 2 episodes. I think.
Yeah,
one
I'm
or 2
looking forward.
episodes. Because it's really good. Like it's really
It is good.
good.
So I'm looking forward to season 2 now. Now that I'm all basically caught up on Spy Family. So
I haven't laughed that much in an anime at a long time. Like a long time.
Anya is like legitimately.
It's just
really
the family
funny.
dynamic. It's like the dynamics of it. It's just like
Yeah.
I know something you don't know, but then I know exactly like.
So I mean,
she
I don't want to like.
She tries.
I don't want to talk like super like deep about the like the theme and stuff in the story, like the meaning of Spy Family. But Anya is obviously a very key character in the anime because she's the only one that knows everyone's secret, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the whole like the thing is like so Lloyd has a secret to keep and then Yor has a secret to keep, right? They're keeping secrets from each other, but Anya's the only one that knows both their secrets.
Yeah. And
So
it's wholesome. I think that's the best part is that even though it's like, it deals with spy and espionage and like,
it's not like super serious.
Yeah, it's super wholesome. Like it's
pretty wholesome, yeah.
Literally, like your kids can watch this and probably just get cracked up and you'll just be
It's
like,
pretty funny, yeah. One of my favorite moments is so it's when they're gonna go to the aquarium, right?
Uh-huh.
Did you see this episode?
I don't know if is it part of the last 2 episodes?
It's one of the last 3 for sure. One of the last 3 episodes.
So I think I might either be at that one or I might be at still in school for whatever reason.
I mean, I think like the second or the third last episode is the dodgeball episode. Have you seen that?
Oh, the dodgeball one was great.
The dodgeball one was hilarious.
The dodgeball one was great.
Bill.
Oh my goodness.
And I was watching it with my girlfriend, right? And I was like, is that a kid?
that was a grown.
Yeah,
that was a grown
man.
adult. That was a grown
God.
man. No kid. That was no kid.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're saying you should go watch Spy Family if you haven't.
Yeah.
And then let us know because it's a great show. It's a fun show, a great anime. And like I said, we'll catch you next week for episode 144 of the Unknown Games podcast, where if you've done your homework and you've understood what your mission was, then maybe you'll do better in school than Anya. But as long as you tried, we still love you. Go get a cat.
much like Anya, actually.
Exactly.
All right.
We're out, everybody. Have a good one.
Okay.
Peace.
All right, peace.